Today is Saturday. A few days ago I uploaded my video that my scope did not work. And I had all kinds of funny problems. And guess what? It is fixed. Well, at least let's say this way. The beam switch now, it works. It's called the beam find switch, of course. But anyway, it was stuck probably internally. It was dirty. It was not stuck as a physical switch, but internally it was they had a bad, it was dirt there, I assume. So why don't I show you what I did? So here is probably better turn this around. Okay, let me pause this, and I'm gonna turn off the, let me turn this off. Actually, instead of pausing it, I'll just flip it like this real quick. There we go. Okay. So this here is the same beam switch, a beam find switch. What happened is that even though physically it was moving back and forth, the contacts inside are dirty. The reason being is because this end here is completely open. And so what I did is I just used this alcohol, this isopropyl alcohol. I packed this here with paper towels, and I squirted it inside, and I rotated the entire unit 360 degrees. So I would squirt some, go back and forth, dry it out, flip it on its other side, do it again, and so all four sides basically got some alcohol inside. And you know, I kept spraying and moving the switch back and forth, and I actually sprayed on both sides, even though in here is usually a little lubricant, or maybe they back then didn't use any. But I think the problem was that this switch here was all you know, screwed up, and it was screwing up everything. The main thing is it is fixed. Let me see if I can move my light here a little bit better, so we can actually see. Let me get these probes off before I break them off. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to rotate this a little bit. One thing I am interested to know is that right here is a diode on the motherboard. But then there is a diode, I think, and a resistor this way. And it's soldered right here in the middle of the point. Let me see if there's a way to zoom in on this problem. I'm going to put my finger so I know where I'm zooming at. Come on, focus. So this is as close as my camera will let me go in, but it's basically here is where this diode and a resistor are connected together up in the air, and on the bottom of the motherboard is a another diode, a different type of a diode. So I don't know if that's normal, and so if any of you guys watching the video, I would really appreciate it. Otherwise, the unit looks pretty good. I mean, from just an optical examination, everything looks really nice and clean. Let me know if you guys are interested in pictures, and I would also take off these clips so you can see the serial numbers on and version numbers on these inputs in here. And if you want me to take any details, videos or pictures, I'd be more than glad to. You all guys been so helpful. And I did not suspect that switch is the problem, but 3 of you guys out there, and I think you know who you are, for that suggestion, because I wasn't thinking that the problem, because the switch was moving just fine, and of course I made a wrong assumption. Otherwise, this unit is right now working. Of course, it needs to be calibrated, and I probably should go and take the boards out and go through the capacitors and make sure that they are working. But for time being, I'm extremely happy the way it turned out, and I thank you all for helping me, and I'm still open for any suggestions you might have, and I will try to answer them or do a video or pictures or whatever you want.